Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Mystic Destinies. And we are finishing up Takumi's path, so we are going to be reading the other two endings. Well, just one of them, obviously, and then the next part we'll read the other ending. So we are going to go with the Mystic End. Final chapter. It's the final chapter. Sorry. It's been a few weeks since Takumi woke up. It's now Christmas Day. We're making a few visits before I'm treated to a special surprise Takumi is giving me tonight. I should have read that better. Special surprise Takumi is giving me tonight. This is the mystic end and not the passionate one, because... Takumi? What's up? The surprise you're planning... Are you going to ask me to marry you, or are you going to jump naked out of a cake? Both very valid answers. I don't think it obviously matters. Are you going to jump naked out of a cake? I feel like it'd be stupid to be like, are you going to ask me to marry you? Because then if he's like, no, that would be awkward. But I feel like going with the awkward question, like, so are you going to jump naked out of a cake? Obviously, he's probably not going to do that. And if he's like, no. You know, it's not as awkward as asking someone, are you going to ask me to marry you? Because what if they're not? What if they are? One, you ruined it. Two, what if they're not? And then it's like, oh, is that what you're thinking? Because I was just thinking, we've been dating a month. What the frick, girl? Like, I mean, I know it's been a while, but it's a weird question to ask someone. Just very weird. You know, you're either going to ruin the surprise, or they're going to be like, you're crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god, are you thinking of marriage? Now I'm thinking about it, and that's just not, it's not good. Just, no. Why do you want me to? A little bit. Because I totally would if I was going to get something for it. Seriously? Hell yeah, I want you to. We're having fun here. I'm just going to go with it. I would have been like, seriously? Like, my instant reaction would be like, no, but seriously. Like, no, I'm going to say, hell yeah, I want you to. That'd be great. Never thought I'd have a chance for a guy to do that for me. Well, as long as you promise me a good reward, I'll think about it in the future. Whatever the surprise really is, it makes me a bit nervous when it comes to Takumi, but I'm also really looking forward to it. We haven't really had any time to properly enjoy ourselves, ever. After Takumi was released from the hospital, we had to tie up so many loose ends and get things straightened out. Takumi opens the door ahead of me and holds it open for me to walk through. But at least Takumi has been nicer than ever since that day we confessed our feelings to each other at the hospital. I head inside. Jinsol starts flipping through a case file, swathed in the evening light pouring in through the window. He looks so much like a proper detective. His feeling is so different from Takumi, though. They're both detectives. They just work very differently. He looks up when he sees us and smiles as we sit down. Hey, how are you two? That was not his voice, whatever. Pretty good, just been busy. You? Jinsol puts the file down and sighs. Busy too, but it's better for me to be busy. Crime doesn't stop when I'm on break. I hear that. When I came back and checked on my Shirogane investigations work, there were so many voicemails and emails. I feel terrible about missing them. I couldn't help them, and who knows what happens after. Jinsol leans back in his chair and looks at Takumi levelly. You can't help everyone. All we can do is pray that they found their own ways out of their situations. I nod in agreement. The door opens and Yasu strides in. He sits on the edge of Jinsol's desk and looks at us. Hey. Glad I caught you guys before you left. Yasu, I find myself smiling. It's really good to see the two brothers reunited again, after all the hell we went through. Takumi had told me that the two brothers had had an emotional talk. Yasuhiro had explained that the Ikoras had been lying to Takumi and everyone else the whole time. Takumi, in turn, had explained how they had made everyone doubt Yasu and turned his reputation into something far less than sterling. Takumi still feels guilty for not trusting his brother and believing that he might have been in with the Ikoras all this time. But Yasuhiro doesn't seem to blame him for it at all, or hold any hard feelings over it. Yasu just smiles at Takumi and nods. Actually, I'm glad you're here, Yasu. Jinsol tosses the file across the desk at Yasu and he picks it up. I just got word of a trial being set next month for Del Bosque. Ah, Azucena. I just had a nice talk with her. It's too bad I didn't know it before. I would have informed her. Yasu looks through the file and then finally faces Takumi and me. I talked with Mrs. Del Bosque a few minutes ago. Oh my god. I spoke actually with Ms. Del Bosque a few minutes ago. It's almost a shame. She's almost nothing like the woman she used to be right now. Yet you had no qualms about turning her in for a bounty. Yasu shrugs. After being out of work for so many years, I needed the money. Anyway, she finally explained everything to me. About the disappearances and... Yasu looks at me. And about your mother's involvement. I tighten my grip on the couch arm, unconsciously digging my nails in. Takumi places a soothing hand on my shoulder. The Yoru disappoint... Oh my god. I swear to God, I can read. You would never know it, how I do this. The Yoru disappearances, they were Del Bosque's doing. They were her way of stopping rumors from spreading, after she met with the legendary sorceress Shizuka. Del Bosque was looking for a way for her lover, the leader of the Kora Mafia, Kenzo Okura, to live forever. Since Azucena is a demon and Kenzo is a human, she probably feared him dying far before her. Shizuka must have somehow gotten wind of it because she came to her with an offer. Now I can give you what you seek, the Aurum Anima. Anima? Yeah, a powerful artifact that can prolong life far beyond a human's natural lifespan. All you need to do is bring me the Chronos. The Chronos is a long-lost artifact from the demon world. Only Azucena and her family knew the location of it. It was said to be imbued with chaos, but that was all that was known of it. I can only guess Shizuka already knew that Del Bosque knew its location. Del Bosque agreed to the trade-off. But rumors spread throughout the Akora Mafia and Yoru that Del Bosque would be acquiring a fearsome death magic item, and mutiny seemed certain. So Del Bosque murdered them all, even innocent family members, just to keep them quiet. Wow, psycho. The two eventually met again. I've brought the artifact you need. Do you have the Aurum Anima? I do. However, I will need to examine the Chronos before I give it to you. And why should I let you do that? Trade me the Aurum Anima first. Oh my god, Aurum Anima. You came to me looking for the trade after all. I'm not here to play games. You know precisely who I am and my abilities. And I know who you are and how mafias handle deals. Let me examine the Chronos first, or the deal is off. However, Del Bosque's artifact had already lost its power. The chaos inside it had moved on. So Shizuka canceled the deal and refused Del Bosque the Aurum Anima, saying that the Chronos was now useless. Even Azucena Del Bosque could do nothing against a legendary sorceress, so she had no choice but to watch her leave. And that was the last time she saw Shizuka. A silence follows Yasu's explanation as I try to process what was said. But then a question appears in my mind, and I look at Yasu. Why did so many people fear the Aurum Anima? Was it just superstition? Yasu shakes his head. I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that one for certain. But I do know death magic has a terrifying connotation for supernaturals. I don't know what to think of Shizuka at all, but she couldn't have been a good person. Did Azucena say anything about where Shizuka might be? No, sorry, she doesn't know anything. She suggested that if the sorceress didn't want to be found, she wouldn't be. How did she contact her in the first place, then? Doesn't she know anything? Takumi sounds as frustrated as I feel. I did not read that frustrated, but whatever. I believe it was the sorceress who came to her. Sorry that I couldn't tell you more, guys. I shake my head and smile. No, it's alright. This is plenty. And you finally solved the mystery. Congratulations. Yasu sighs, then chuckles. Yeah, thanks. The credit won't go to me since I'm not part of the SSU anymore. But my buddy Jinsol here will be able to get it, so I'm not too bitter about it. Why aren't you working for the SSU anymore? There's way too much discrimination against vampires around here. I don't think I could go back even if I wanted to. I see. I look down at my hands. That could have been Takumi's fate if I had been too late, or if I did a single thing wrong. No matter if it's the human world or supernatural, I guess people will always find a reason to hate. Touché. Not really touche. It's more like too true. I don't know. I can't. My brain. Whatever. Forget it. Just... I quit. I wish I'd been able to save you too, Yasu. I whisper. Yasu laughs, a gentle, light sound that makes me look up. Hey, kiddo, don't look so down. It's not all bad. Life's changed, sure, but at least now I won't be stuck having to write a bunch of reports for any criminal I catch. But you're not rich, so you gotta have a job. Jinsol chuckles. It's perfect, then. You always did complain about the price of being the top case closer. I'm not sure if he's just trying to put a brave face on or if he really means it, but I try my best to smile back at Yasu. So what are you gonna do now, then? Well, I got so much money from taking in Azucena that I think I can start my own business. Thinking about becoming a bounty hunter full-time. I won't really need the money, but I can help the SSU and keep the streets clear of crime in my own way. Taku smiles and stands up. Sounds like a cool idea, bro. I look forward to it. He pats Yasu on the arm. Thanks. The best thing is, Mom and Dad got the credit for the superintendent corruption case. Looks like they'll be promoted soon. Seriously? That's awesome. Yeah, it is. I stand up too. And good luck with what you want to do, Yasu. Thanks again to both of you. Just doing my job. But it was a pleasure to work with you all. Hey, if you guys keep doing the investigation thing, maybe we'll be able to work together sometime. Even though I gotta say, it almost gives me a heart attack thinking about my baby bro out there fighting. Yasu laughs. Yeah, I know, you're an adult now, I get it. I'll try to keep it to myself. Jinsol looks at the clock on the wall. He gets up and puts on his hat. Where are you going, man? Jinsol grins. I just got an arrest warrant approved for Junichi Okura. I can't believe my ears. For what? Attempted murder of former detective Yasuhiro Arai. I'm not letting him get away with this. It feels odd to hear because the Okura twins ultimately helped us. But I suppose that they are, in fact, on the wrong side of the law. Well, good luck with that. And let me know if you need any help. I got my own problems with that punk. Jinsol nods. We say our goodbyes and leave Yasu and Jinsol as they begin to discuss their own plans for tonight. When we get outside, I sigh, drawing Takumi's attention to myself. Disappointed about Shizuka? Yeah. Well, who wouldn't be? After all you went through to find her? I'd at least like to know more about that artifact, though. I kind of want to know if she's really as bad as she seems to be right now. I think I know someone who might know a lot about that. I've been thinking to go talk to him anyway. Who? Professor Okura. Let's go to Hagawara. When we arrive in Professor Okura's classroom, we see Jun sitting on his brother's desk, throwing a tennis ball at the wall. Naoki, however, appears to be intently working. Jun glances at us as Takumi and I walk in. He catches the ball and pauses briefly to watch us. For a moment, I think he might say something, but he turns away instead. And then he goes right back to playing around with the tennis ball. Takumi throws a silent glare at Jun, who doesn't seem to be paying any attention to us. Naoki looks up at us and then down again. What do you want? We want to ask you a question. Why should I answer? Because my brother finally solved the Yoru disappearances case and told us about Sorceress Shizuka's connection to the Mafia? Surely you're interested in knowing how everything turned out. Naoki keeps typing on his laptop before finally stopping and sighing. You've learned my weakness, it seems. Fine, what do you want to know? Only one question. I pause. Do I want to know about the item that Shizuka wanted or the item that Azucena wanted? I'm all over the choice in my mind, but eventually my curiosity about what caused the death of so many overcomes everything. Do you know anything about the Arum Anima? Naoki looks at me. I know as much as known about it, yes. Can you tell me what was so scary about it? Scary. I suppose I might know why. The Arum Anima was powered by death magic. As you well know, death magic is powered by souls. The Arum Anima is an artifact with the power to imbue its user with strength and vitality. When powered by enough souls, it can make an ordinary human as powerful as a skilled demigod. I'm sure you can infer the rest. I see. So Azucena was planning to kill many people just so her lover could survive? If that's all, then I want my payment. Tell me what you know, Arai. Takumi explains everything Yasu told us. Naoki just listens quietly and ends with a nod. And Taku looks at Jun smugly. Oh, and I heard something about a warrant for your arrest, so have fun with that. Jun snorts. Better men have tried, but no one's caught me in 300 years. So they can try all they want. I've been bored lately, so it'll be fun to see them try. I'm not letting June get arrested, so there's no fun to be had. If that's all, please go. You're disturbing my work even more than June is. Rude. Come on, Anara. I give the twins a little nod, and Takumi and I leave the classroom. I think it's funny that Naoki is a professor, but is kind of such a raging dickhole. He helped us and everything, and, whatever, he's an interesting character, I suppose, but he's still kind of a raging fucking dickhole, so, I don't know. Anyway. Finally done with our visits, we walk outside into the cold winter air. Oh, it's night already? I didn't think we were in there that long. I turn to Takumi. So, what now? Is it time for my surprise? Takumi squints at the sky. Is it, though? I don't know. Maybe it's not dark enough. Takumi, it's pitch black out and you can see the stars. Yeah, but maybe the moon isn't bright enough yet, you know? Takumi. Taku laughs. All right, let's go. But first, we need to get you dressed. Dressed? In what? Well, obviously you're not jumping out of cake naked because you'd want me to get undressed. I mean, wait, never mind. Shh. Just come on. Takumi ends up dragging me off to his friend's shop. The same one he took me before our first mission together. After that, we head to our next destination. Aww, she looks so pretty. After buying a fancy dress for me and not taking a no for an answer when I said I could buy it myself, Takumi brought me to an upscale restaurant. I recognized the place immediately, although I've only been here in the daytime with my father before. The waiter sits us down at a table near the window overlooking the city. The atmosphere really changes at night here. Everything feels so different. I glance up at Takumi over my menu as a little smile plays on my lips. Although maybe it's because I'm here with Takumi this time. Forgetting my menu entirely, I look at the man in front of me, hardly recognizing him looking so formal. Show him in a suit! I want to see him in a suit! I fight the urge to giggle. Who knew he cleans up so well? Takumi looks up and our eyes meet. Okay, that's the best we're gonna get. That's fine. He does look good in a suit. But I want his little, sprite to be in a suit. Merry Christmas. This date is my gift to you. Really? Thank you. Dude. Really? Fancy restaurant? That's your gift? I'm just kidding. I mean, she's like a CEO's daughter. She's used to this stuff. But, fancy restaurant, I'd be like, I don't want to go to a fancy restaurant. I just want to stay home, Netflix and pizza. Anyway. That's me. Cheap date. And Merry Christmas to you, too. I'm sorry I didn't get you a gift. Honestly, I completely forgot about the holiday this year. It's like it sneaks up on you. They keep changing the goddamn date of Christmas. That's how I feel. But aren't you my gift? You look beautiful. Really sexy. I feel a blush rise in my cheeks. I feel one rising in mine. Jeez. Thank you. You look really good, too. Do I? Tell me more. I laugh lightly. Taku, stop. If I must, milady. Though I could go on about your beauty forever. I smile back at him. That's nice, but I'd rather you tell me whatever it is you said you wanted to talk about. Ah, that. Right. I grin at him, mischief playing in my eyes. Going to propose to me? No, I mean, not that I don't want to. I don't remember me being embarrassed so easily with Takumi, but I find myself once again flustered. It was just what is it then? I want to talk to you about a partnership. A partnership? Aren't we already partners? Yes, but this is sort of making it official. In a totally not marriage way. All of a sudden it looks like his eyes darted to us not marriage way, help me here. Then, a business? Yes, I want to make you an official part of Shirogane Investigations. I mean, we'll probably have to start calling it something different. RI Investigations wouldn't work either, though. Takumi lowers his voice to a mumble. Unless, you did marry me or something. My eyes go wide in surprise. Really, Takumi, you mean it? I mean about the job. Of course. I mean, I trust you, and I love you. So why not? Smiling, I reply without needing even a second to think. But of course, I will. As long as you aren't sticking me on desk work or something. Of course not, but are you sure? I nod. I've been thinking about my future, and I think just taking over my dad's place as CEO would get stale for me. I grin at Takumi. I've gotten used to an exciting life with you. I can make it a lot more exciting, you know, if you come home with me tonight. Oh. Smirking, I tilt my head at his invitation. Well, if you insist. Takumi picks up his wine glass and holds it to mine. To a new future together, as partners and lovers. I clink my glass against Takumi's, but instead of drinking, I lean over and kiss him instead. He looks so surprised, but happy when I pull back. Thank you for relying on me and letting me rely on you. I love you, Takumi. You know I feel the same. Always and forever, Anara. Since Takumi woke up, I'm glad I rejected the destiny Hikaru tried to force on me that day. Because I didn't take the path someone else had set for me, I discovered a side of myself I never knew. And because of that, I was able to meet Takumi again and discover a new kind of love with him. My light that will always guide my way through the darkness of the night. How is that? That is like 10 times better than the passionate ending, can I just say? Like, that, like, legit is... I don't know. I really think that that's... Oh, yeah, we finally got the last one! All the other ones, what I don't understand is, like, on the other ones, we're missing, like, one for Shinji, but we've gone through all the paths. I can understand with Sho, because I feel like there might have been bad paths that we didn't get. But, like, Shinji, we did all the bad paths. And, like, we did all the good paths. So I don't understand why we're missing that CG, but, anyway. Yeah, so that was the Mystic ending, which, gotta be honest, like, that one I like that one. Yeah, sure, there was, like, the filler in the beginning of, like, blah, 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 talking about stuff, this is what happened. I mean, I like that, don't get me wrong. But I like, the ending, and just, I don't know why, especially, like, the stuff that she was saying at the end, I just really feel like, I don't know. That, to me, just... I like that one a little bit better, I think. But, anyway, next time, we will do the dark ending. But we know that those are still good anyway, so yeah. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more!